America's not the government, people. The America is you. It is the Grand fucking Canyon, the Rocky Mountains, the deserts of the Southwest, the Pacific fucking Ocean, the Atlantic fucking Ocean. It is the grandest continent. And what the fuck have you people done? You have turned yourself into sheep, every goddamn one of you.
All right, short intro there, guys. Welcome to the 226th episode of the World Blockchain Roundtable. Hosts for today are Andrew Joseph and Zach from the Legacy Right podcast. It's still the same name, right? Legacy Right. You didn't change it, did you?
No, we didn't change it.
Good.
It's called Goyim Uncensored.
There you go. That's why I watch it too. All right. Greg from Rivet is here today, and Satoshi Sean, everyone's best friend, especially in crypto. And glad you guys are all here. Was last week good? Sorry I wasn't here the past couple of weeks because everything keeps overlapping with the show. So
yeah, last one
I had a good time.
Was amazing. Yeah, it was a good discussion.
I think it's one of my favorite topics from last week. That just like those are awesome. You know, the non-financial applications. I don't know. I just like those for some reason. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, quick update on that episode. It was non-financial applications of blockchain tech and how to increase exposure of such use cases. Kind of a long title. Every host from last week will receive 166 lot. I'm sad that I might be falling behind now. Every topic contributor, 166 lot. Last week's theme was nominated by, is this correct, Greg? Is that correct? Yes. Yep. Awesome. Excellent topic. Who will receive?
I wish I could nominate topics.
You can do it. You can do it. Where's that meme? Does somebody have that meme at hand? You can do it. Let's see here.
Post your freaking head off.
The tokens come with perpetual passive income, free edits, and most importantly, governance votes. And you see, I did my English numbering mechanism there, Sean, not my German one, right? Like this, right? Anyway, so it matters most because today we're going to look at, and you have the chance to make October theme suggestions. So you have to do it before September 23, okay? Which is not very, you have a few days, right? So you have a few days. And you can see we have the, I forgot we had this Dragon Chain Halloween JoJo. It's the dragon. I totally forgot we had awesome. That. Man, I need to maybe get that on a mug or something before Halloween, huh? Okay. So
needs to animate that.
I'd buy one.
There are going to be 5 weeks in October, 5 Thursdays apparently. So be ready and bring in some theme suggestions, okay? All right, so first off, from Dave, from, if you remember, Coffee with Den days, the Smash Burger pancakes. Oh. That's horrible. I'm joking. That's not his suggestion, but I don't know why he put that on there. It's pretty good. Silver linings. Examples. AI is making it easy for anyone to fake anything. The silver lining is that people will no longer automatically believe or trust everything they read.
Exactly.
That's brilliant, actually.
Yep.
I want this one. This is great.
In fact, they should have been doing that all along back in the day when it was not easy for everyone but people who had Photoshop training to do.
Yep.
I think that's talking about normies, but like people like us, at least me, now I don't believe anything.
Yeah.
Well, and it should have been that way long ago because
unless I see, unless I'm there,
it cost a lot more money.
Yeah, anyone with enough budget can hire an expert. Like say before Photoshop, they were able to doctor photos. You can look at some of the Kennedy photos and know this. It's like there's
that Stalin photo.
Anyone who's ever seen that dancing bottle of Listerine knows that things can get pretty fake.
Yep.
Pretty
World War II
look pretty real.
Yep. Okay, second example. Younger generations are not learning the skills needed to be competitive on the job market. Reliance on touch screens, abstracted computing tools, YouTube how-to videos. We've talked about this too. Mobile has effectively killed some technical talent pool. So the silver lining is there's demand for experience and technical expertise for those who choose to study and practice fundamental engineering and technical skill sets. People with gray beards, physical layer design and troubleshooting, optimizing AI slop code. That's true. This is cool stuff, right? That's actually a really good topic. I would love to see this one. So
yeah, I think that's a good one, especially because we don't really have AI today.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
LLM.
Okay, next from
We actually
J-Rock.
discussed that yesterday.
Here, you know what?
last night.
I am gonna put some votes in here. Oh yeah, what on it? What of it?
We actually mentioned that. We talked a little bit about LLMs and the difference between it and AI. What it really is. What we call AI now is really just LLMs, but we discussed that a little bit with Per Byland last night.
Fancy,
they're essentially excitatory neural stacks that don't have any inhibitory neurons in them.
Well, I think they are essentially the million monkeys theme. It's like you have a million monkeys represented as GPUs. They can output some stuff, right?
It's actually even crazier than that. The analogy to excitatory neural columns, right? It's very, very, very stark. That's all they are. It's sort of like if we took a part of a super intelligence's brain and put in a neural clamp and just started injecting our own signals right at the base of an excitatory stack. We're not really getting intelligence out. We're just getting a mirror of ourselves.
Yep. Okay. Next. Oh, this is me. Yes. So Dayrock's Oktoberfest. And I do think we should do Oktoberfest. I don't understand how I always tend to miss local Oktoberfests because for some reason they run them in September, and I've never understood that. So one way or another, yes, Oktoberfest, and yes, my suggestion is that you have to anybody on the show will have to consume beer live. It has to be a German beer too. You can't
9 in the morning.
That means you have to drink.
They're combining Oktoberfest.
But if you're of
Fasching.
Austrian German ancestry, then can't you just drink any beer and it automatically turns into the right?
Maybe. Yes.
If
German root beer.
German, so.
Is that maybe mimosa or a mimosa?
I would say a root beer or other items. If you have some type of like sausage mustard type stuff, with you also, that would be acceptable.
I started keto again.
If we do
sausage,
if we do that, if we do that, Lee, you're coming on. You have to.
Yeah, Lee will have to be on. I don't know if he drinks the German beer. I know he drinks Scotch, but I guess you could. We can figure out how the Irish
drinks any kind of beer.
Yeah, maybe if he brings a shillelagh. Right? Then
he also drink absinthe, right? That
would be the German liquor. Fit Finley.
Absinthe. It's French, isn't it? Mostly.
Well, no, it's Swiss, but
is it Swiss? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I will.
Habib.
I will accept if it's not a shillelagh. I will accept a plushie of Fit Finley or Hornswoggle.
Cool. So Habib. It's either Habibi Habib YouTube, or Habib Whitey. I think this mitter will never meet now. Do you all think the same?
Matter.
I don't think that's matter. Okay, I think this matter will never meet now. Do you all think the same? So I don't know what he means. But I gave him a vote anyway, just because he responded. I don't think it's a topic though. So, but maybe it is. So get in there and make some theme suggestions. I do like the ones that are kind of open to things that don't, how do you say this? Like, don't require so much of the technical. It's more of a, how can this tech actually solve problems that we have?
You're looking
anything
at the
like
socio-technical angles, basically.
That's what I like. But you guys, throw anything you want in there. I'm game. A lot of these things, need to be discussed. And we only have 2 real topics in here, right? So, and maybe it could be that we could do 3 weeks worth of Oktoberfest.
Or we could all meet up in Germany. and just do them all there.
I don't know.
Will
will they arrest
We
us
can
over
just
there?
go full Club Dread and just call it
Probably.
Fest.
Yeah, if I wear one of my Free Palestine shirts, I don't know if I would be allowed.
I mean, if we drink, they might come and arrest us because it is a caliphate now.
Yeah. Well, and also, what are we saying? If we actually went to Germany, we'd probably just be arrested all for our online history. Everyone who's ever been to the show would just be.
Yeah. Oh, I think I can't go to Germany or Spain or
nowhere in the
England
or the UK.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of the
I saw
UK,
something really crazy
crazy
that if it was in the United States would be completely verboten. But this guy, when it was yelling at the cop, Tommy Robinson posted it, and he said, "We're offended by your dogs," to the cop, all the police dogs. If they come close to us, we will kill them. We're gonna kill them. And I was like, dude, if you said that to a cop, K9 cop of the U.S., that's a terroristic threat. You're going away for
You're going away for about
dogs.
You can't threaten to kill an officer who happens to be a K9.
Both degenerate and stupid, probably.
Well, because that's the way it works, have no souls. They treat the canines as if they're deputized officers as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think they are.
So threatening the dog is the same thing as threatening a cop.
Threatening a cop,
because they are cops.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of crazy, right? Man, that's interesting. So when you talk about the fact, I think it's great. But the fact that, like you talk about animal rights and the fact that it's like, wow, I mean, these dogs are actual cops. That's actually pretty. I think don't they do the same thing with
did we catch the Rogan episode where he had the SEAL on who was at the Bin Laden raid? He talked about how their unit had a dog that they managed to save its life when it got shot.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa Stevenson comments and those gifts.
Have look up if you can. I don't have it in front of me to read it to you. It's a very, very interesting. It's an amazing story to me, but it's essentially a story of Napoleon. A story of Napoleon that he saw some dog mourning its master that was dead there on a battlefield. Look up that story. It's amazing. Because he'd seen all these dead people, and that, though, somehow got him, right? Because it was this animal that, it didn't understand or whatever. And it's like, wow, it's such an amazing story. Anyway, theme of the week.
He'd have stumbled across it eating the master's ears and nose.
Oh yeah, the cats can't do that for whatever reason. I don't know.
Fun fact, Hitler created the concentration camps for animal abusers. That's why they were started.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Well, I mean, if you look at I'm not going to get into any of that stuff, but look into the history and the animal rights. So
it wasn't created for people with ADHD to learn how to focus.
Well, it was started for people that abuse animals.
Yeah, because you look at they made the very first animal abuse and animal rights laws in the world.
Yeah, it was right after they did. Yeah. He did that, and then right after that, they started. It's like
it was a big deal for him. And he's like, it's really weird too because you see pictures of him. No joke.
Pretty bizarre.
With squirrels and with dogs and stuff and with deer. I'm like, wow, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, another fun fact. That's where Disney got the idea for Snow White.
No way.
Okay, I made that up. But the other thing was real.
Well, I guess the part is that they stole the idea for Snow White from somebody who just wrote it elsewhere, just like every other thing they did, right? Let's see here. This week's theme is, what if blockchain existed in Roman times? And I'm going to check in because we were supposed to have one other guest or one other host, one panelist. I don't know. What do we call ourselves these days? You guys
Gangsters.
Gangsters. Okay, one other gangster. Yeah. Okay, and he has not responded. I'm not sure if he saw it. It was a DM, and I don't know what time zone he's in. So I think he would be good. This is the one he chose to be on, though. So, but I think he would be good because he has some pretty good takes on X and decent following, and he's always really interesting commentary. Followed him for a few years. I won't tell you who it is, but if he comes on, you'll know who then, right? So we'll introduce then. Okay, so what if it existed in Roman times? Do we need any prelims on this. I have some interesting takes on a couple of things because I'm a history dude and I've been reading a lot of ancient stuff recently, including stuff about ancient Roman society and law. As dumb as that is, it some of it fits in here. So
Well, it's really fascinating. I think
Bitcoinus Maximus.
It is fascinating.
Yep. And this was suggested by none other than Zach. And this was kind of off the reservation where only 2 topics were voted in this month. So we had to come up with something extra. And I asked in the Telegram group, and Zach threw this out. And I thought, I don't care what the rules are. This is cool. So let's just went with it. So if anybody hates it, you can vote me off next episode. And,
you can vote them off now.
You could.
We're getting rid of the Dragon King.
Okay, so we'll just get started. Is that good?
I was gonna force you guys to answer my question since I can't, post a question.
Oh yeah.
But Zach kind of covered it in one of his questions. Thank you, Zach.
Oh, that's right. Okay, excellent.
Did I?
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
You can tell us when we see it, what it is, right? I guess we might know. I don't know how many Zach posted. Okay.
Let me look at his because I may want to ask it. Let me see. Okay. Now his question is very broad. Okay, so I'll ask my question.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go first.
If,
go right now.
If blockchain and crypto existed in Roman times, then a lot of the reasons for the fall and for other things would not have happened. The devaluation of the currency, they wouldn't have been able to, chink off little parts, so on and so forth. Since that wouldn't have happened, what do you think would have happened in the long run?
I like this question. This is a great question. Who wants to start? Can you start with Greg?
I mean,
okay, sure.
Yeah, Greg.
We'll go down. You'll go up.
I don't think it would have mattered. I think that they probably would have found a way to do something like Roman treasury-backed stablecoins injected into the system by law, and they would have forced all of the companies backing them to just engorge on Roman debt. It would have sustained the Roman Empire for longer, but the whole thing would have collapsed later.
Yep. Sean, what do you think?
I don't know. That's why I was asking the question.
Okay.
It's because you can point out, in hindsight, so many things, but then if those were not easily available, if they couldn't have done it, then obviously the empire would have lasted so much longer. And then would things have changed? Like, would the pendulum have swung a different way? And I don't know. That's why I wanted to know. But human nature, like Greg said, would still be what it is. So you could say it would go that direction. But when history repeats itself, but we're talking about like the beginning of really recorded history. So it would be different history. So, I don't know. It's a very big question. And it really does show how powerful blockchain is. Just to say, hey, what if you threw it in there? It's like, oh my God, mankind would be in a different place.
Well, one wonders if Rome didn't need to collapse for civilization to become.
Yes. Zach.
I'll throw out Rome is still going to collapse as an empire in 1453, but in the fullness of their empire. Not just Constantinople's fall, but Rome in itself will overstretch itself still. I agree with Greg that they would probably go off of an apparatus of injecting the economy with stable-backed treasury bonds, debt-based, but I think it sustains the empire for as long as it can to last where Rome, as the capital, in its all-encompassing fullness, would be able to sustain to 1453, same duration as Constantinople. The difference is, I think that, first off, I don't think you have the rise of Islamic caliphates. I don't think Islam becomes a thing, because I think the backing of Roman politics would challenge that. And I do foresee that on an economic pursuit, it would sustain Rome to expand even further, utilizing blockchain capabilities. So I think Rome would actually expand all the way to China, but that would be where its downfall is. It would overstretch itself to the point where it would actually have to collapse, and you would have the fall of Constantinople, but it would be the fall of Rome in 1453.
You guys think it would have been polytheistic still? Do you think they would have maintained their religion if they had blockchain?
I don't think so, because Christianity, I think, still maintains its spread so rapidly that I still believe that Constantine still uses it as a political maneuver, and that's what helps. Both blockchain and Christianity is what helps kind of consolidate Rome to stay afloat.
That's a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew.
I mean, Zach kind of covered what I was going to say. Is Genghis Khan mode and tries to take over China, but I guess it's timing,
succeeds.
right?
And succeeds. They would succeed.
Probably
Unlike
would have started with
Genghis
India.
Khan.
Okay, well, and I would say, obviously things would have been slightly different, and I just added a question that kind of weighs in on that a bit too. But
I think that's cheating.
That well, you know, you guys gave me time. I added Sean's question, and so he gets credit in there. But it's an interesting thing because, I think, you know, if Bitcoin and if blockchain would have been around back then, yes, they probably would have found ways. They would have found ways to still print paper versions of it, because if some of the similar powers were available, then they wanted to debase it, they could. And yet what you'd have is we would have had far more Roman statues with laser eyes all over the place, trying to say that whatever Roman coin was going to go to 100,000, and they would have wasted all their damn time talking about the number, and the value of it. It's like, how many, what is it? Denarii? Sesterci?
It would have been
Denarii.
Sesterci was another. I can't remember all of the.
Can you imagine the Caligula coins?
What would Caligula have done with Bitcoin? Would it be any different than Richard Hart?
I don't think Caligula gains power.
Keys on the ocean floor and in shipwrecks.
What was Craig? What was Fake Yoshi's name? Craig.
Craig Wrong.
Yeah. Would he have done anything different than Caligula? Anyway,
imagine
probably not.
Wealth, though. Like carrying vast amounts of wealth would have been completely digitized. There wouldn't be shipwrecks actually.
Well,
loaded down with treasure.
The thing that we would have
transported by.
If you had DAO mech, and then one of the questions in here is about DAOs, that could have helped them not avoid the fall. Thing too, beyond money, imagine the history we would have. Imagine if we had a chain back then, that we would actually be able to know better details more accurately. That's what we need to think today. That's the thing we should be doing today. And the freaking government is so stupid.
Maybe tax collection was the primary thing that caused the empire to fall.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, if at the core of the whole system, they could have enforced something like a nationwide stable coin.
I hope you guys got in your notes, your questions. I am now refreshing, and we are going to hit the first official question down here from the refresh from Dayrocks. What's that?
I'm just kidding. Never mind.
Is that all right?
No, wait, stop.
I can refresh one more time if you want. I can pull that. Okay. Dayrocks asks, question: if blockchain had existed in Roman times, do you think Christianity would have spread more quickly, or rather, would the persecution of Christians been more effective? From Dayrocks. Let's start with Andrew. I have an interesting take on this, but I want to start with Andrew, see what he says.
I think that would make Christianity more entrenched, so it would be harder for them to persecute them.
Okay.
Because they'd be able to be more financially stable.
You think the Christians would have bought the early cryptos?
I mean, I guess so, but they would have built a strong foundation for them to support their message.
True.
Got to get in
with meme coins,
an Ictus coin.
His meme coins, Christ coin.
Zach.
I agree on that. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is blockchain fits the mold of agorism, and the early church was very agoristic. It had to be. It had to be under the radar because of the persecutions. But I mean, I don't think it would spread more quickly or be less, or the persecutions being more effective. I think it'd be about the same. Only for the fact that um, Christianity was going up against the Roman cultural significance and their socio-political standard. And I also believe that Christianity would still be spreading more rapidly through a lot of fucking, because the Romans were falling in line to more immoral paganistic ideals. And so just like in today's day and age, they were having less children and the Christians were having more children. So that's one reason why Christianity expanded. They couldn't kill enough Christians.
Okay. Greg?
Well, I mean, an interesting fact to call out here is that the virgin birth story took place during what? During a census. It was the reason they even traveled to the town where he was born in a manger in that apocryphal story, right? Like, the idea that they would already be law abiding was kind of baked into Christianity. So they were doing things like registering in all the places they were told to. Trying to get along to go along to get along was sort of how they stayed hidden. Doing that in a blockchain enhanced world, unless they turned the blockchain into sort of an information weapon that was designed to catch Christians, would have been pretty easy. But if they hinged on the infrastructure like our powers do today, if they were unwise in that respect, and they manipulated the way the blockchain was used so that they could oppress people, then there's no way Christianity could have begun.
Okay. All right. Very good. Sean?
See, this is what I was talking about. It's so much would change that we don't know, like step on a butterfly, go back in time, and dinosaurs are, here and now, nowadays. Imagine if they created the first privacy coin, the ictus coin, instead of drawing the fish in the sand when they meditate. You know what I mean? They used that and created a privacy coin. It would be so different. And like, I forget, I think it was Zacher said they would have control over money, which is like one of the biggest pillars of any empire. Anyway, I think it would be more effective.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, and you have to look at too, right? Like the fact that they wrote the last book, The Apocalypse of.
But I think now you're also talking about changing Christianity,
right, which was a coded letter against Nero's Rome, right?
Because I think
Nero
both
would
things
have had
are
the
true.
mark of the beast on chain. Is all I'm saying.
I think the persecution of Christians would
the Gospel of Matthew.
Harder, but I think that Christians would fight back with the privacy focused stuff, so it would be a little bit different.
Okay.
Christians might be more.
Okay. So
Lisa
my
said,
take.
sorry.
More based.
Go ahead.
Christians might be more based.
They would be more based sooner. Yeah.
Lisa said rabbit theory, and that brought up that reminded me of RK theory, or the slow life versus fast life theory.
Okay. Okay. So my take is on one thing on the pagans, and something that I've been talking to some people about recently. It's really odd that when Rome abandoned their what do you even call them? Their protector gods, Rome fell, right? So you have to think it's kind of an interesting thing that's not here anymore. And some of the stuff, like say Sam Hyde talking about the Constitution, I posted religion, documents, philosophies are, in my opinion, only as important or valuable to humanity as are the fruits that they bring us. And so I have a question right now about whether Christianity as an organized religion, which was brought through to or into Rome with Constantine, mostly for political reasons, whether it helped them or not. It helped him, but Rome, Western Rome fell, and Eastern Rome was, I don't know. You could make different arguments. And the other thing that I would say about this is maybe it's more interesting a question if you talk about the spread of Christianity in Rome, to wonder what if Palantir were available back then. That I think it would have been quashed. That Palantir, much like today, would be able to kill off some, even if it's a positive and good thing in the world, that they would have been able to stop it. So anyway, that's what I had.
Yeah,
so
if we're talking history, I mean, imagine us watching this podcast or talking about it like 2 years from now, after all that's in full swing and where we're at, wherever we're going to be at in that time. It would be interesting.
Yeah, Palantir.
I will be in I'll probably be in a concentration camp, guys.
Me too.
Well, I mean, unless someone comes out with actual AI between now and then.
Yeah, AI, I think might be the thing that saves us.
Good.
Who knows? Okay, Next question from me, from Joe Dragon. Would Rome have been able to design and construct a blockchain capability with the tech that they had available to them at the time? Can you guys come up with a way? So let's start. Who wants to start?
They could have.
Okay, let's start with Greg.
I mean, MacGyver could.
We know that the Greeks were capable of the urticaria machine, right? A really complex geared piece of computation that, constructed right, we know from Babbage, right, could have been constructed using parts they had available. Looms existed back then, for example. It would have been possible for them to figure out how to automate that kind of thing. It wouldn't have been a far reach for them to get the analytical engine. At which point, all they would have had to do was figure out the IP protocols for carrier pigeon, and they could have networked these machines. The block times would have been terribly slow, but they could have done it.
Yeah. Yep. Zach?
So what we're saying, I'm going to answer this with a question. So what you're saying is they could have the potential for the capability with everything that they had at their disposal, but it would be Bitcoin times 100. Very slow.
Oh, yeah, very slow. Okay.
Block times might be months.
Oh, I mean, maybe years.
I guess technically, what Greg is saying is theoretically possible, but it really wouldn't be practical.
Okay.
You could also probably use one. Honestly, they have aqueducts up, so they kind of already had a one-way communication network.
That's true. Sean. Yeah, they also had the roads.
Sean,
what?
Do you have any answer?
Road.
What would be able to design a constructed blockchain? No.
Okay. I'm going to tell you yes, because even without a Antikythera mechanism or anything mechanical, you could on tablets you could make a similar blockchain system. It wouldn't be as powerful as hash power on Bitcoin. It wouldn't be as fast, like you guys said, as what we might want. But at the same time, they had to send, have you ever seen how they had to send letters to one another? You'd have to pay someone. And here's the crazy thing. You would know that they would have the honor to actually try to get that letter somewhere and not just take your money. So, once you paid them, they would actually get that letter to someone, but it's going to be months before that person gets the letter, down in,
I'm surprised they never figured out how to pulse aqueduct flows to make a liquid telegraph.
Yeah, like some type
they
of.
Did
yeah. So
they did have post offices, so thank you to the Assyrians. The Romans would have post offices.
Yeah.
So you could definitely.
Were they some cultural? What do you call it when you take someone else's culture? Is that
cultural appropriation?
There you go. That's what that is.
Yeah, appropriate one culture for the other.
No, that's a beautiful thing. So anyway, you could do it. You could do it manually. I mean, they even have there's even a joke that they have children in some poor country that actually working out the block hashes manually.
Well, I mean, and the neat thing is, like, they have
sorry,
the
Egypt.
payload of blockchain, right? With a bit mask can be very compact, so you
Mhm.
could actually squeeze a lot into very little if you actually.
Yeah,
You know,
can do
this is actually a good thing. To Joe's point about the some poor country doing all the labor work to, yeah,
Yep.
it would probably be Judea.
I don't know. It's like whatever.
You
Whatever.
can use flags,
We're
right?
talking
Like
about
they did
honor,
in.
remember?
You can use flags like they did in Three Body Problem.
I think you have to have honor to do stuff like that. I don't think they would trust certain places to actually do the work with honor. Anyway,
Enough.
okay, this is and this is Sean's question. So I did make your question, so you get
Thank
credit, Sean.
What is Lisa asking me about the machine? I've been looking everywhere for
The
the
one
machine.
that
Did you
the
know
one
about
that Greg
machine?
was talking about.
Antikythera machine. It's like it's named after the place they found it.
Urticaria device.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like frozen up, and they put it in a
It was in a
museum.
shipwreck.
Yeah, and they put it in a museum for decades, and then at some point someone pulled it out and got some type of it, not an X-ray.
Well, it's been
but some type-
re-engineered. Like they figured out
Right.
what it did.
Right,
it
but
was
it's like
it was an
for
advanced
years
navigational device.
it kind of freaked them out. So because it was a navigation tool. To,
Yeah, it was
like,
it was
map
a,
where
it
the
was a,
stars were.
it was what you would call a state machine.
Yep.
For a very specific
Brilliant.
task.
And it
Computers
basically
are general state machines. This was very specifically constructed.
they had much better tech than we thought, right? So, okay, next question from Kifscripto, from Lee, I think, who is going to be here when we do the beer episode, the Oktoberfest episode, provided that gets voted in. We are requiring that Lee shows up, right? Question: the Romans would be in control today, but would people still have beards if blockchain existed then?
But they would all be blocked. Blocked.
I was
blockchain.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nicely.
I don't understand
groomed.
why. Can I ask? Maybe you guys can tell me. So the Romans would be in control today. So, but would people still have beards if blockchain existed then? So if blockchain existed then, the Romans would still be in control. So it would be a better world overall. But then maybe people wouldn't have beards. Is that what he's asking? Just because just the styles, right?
Corporate etiquette about how you appear on the show.
Etiquette.
Sure. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just my guess.
The thing I've always wondered,
beards, man. I bet the beards would be wild.
The thing I've always wondered is, and if I were a billionaire, I would have already done this. Think of a chain of restaurants where you go and eat ancient food, but you essentially have to go in there and you have to on your side, you have to eat it like they did. So you'd get on those weird couches instead of having seats with a table, right? You'd eat the way they did. It'd be awesome. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, but this is the 21st century, so we'd probably bring back the 19th century
We'd all
opium
be
dens.
bots.
So yeah, so we'd have hedonistic AI bots that are feeding us while we're simultaneously laying on the ground high as fuck off of opium.
Yeah. What's the name of the in Futurama? Is it the hedonism bot? Is that the name?
Yeah,
of it?
Hedonism bot. That's
I love that thing is awesome.
Yeah.
So, I love it.
It's permanently laying on a chaise lounge. So yeah,
I do love that guy. Hedonism bot. Yeah.
Isn't it so? Like every restaurant would be medieval times.
No, not medieval times, because
just
that's
medieval moments.
Okay, I think we answered this one. Legacy Zach asks, if blockchain existed 2,000 years ago, would it have stopped the collapse of the West from the barbaric hordes? And careful what you say there. And Roman elites, inflation of the money supply. Would war no longer have existed, and would Rome expand to the whole of the earth through economic pursuit? If blockchain existed in ancient Rome, would transparency of cultural ideology discourage the immoral behavior of a decaying empire?
See, this is a question I thought kind of covered mine, but it's so broad and big that I was like,
It is very broad.
Maybe I can
Narrow
go
that down, son.
If I can go first, I think saying that blockchain would somehow discourage immoral behavior is proven wrong in our own time in just such a short period of time. I think it's misdirected. It's like it is something that is so obviously useful to humanity, and yet the bankers make it into all about them and all about paper money and all about numbers, and it's stupid. And it basically they totally collapse the value or attempt to. I don't think they'll ever win that, but that's
No,
what
they won't.
humanity has been pushed towards.
Yeah,
A
it's like trying
shiny
to turn a
fucking
computer
object.
into a calculator. It ain't happening.
So would it have collapsed? Would war no longer have existed? I mean, in all truth, the interesting part that I don't think we talked about is the introduction of blockchain into our society has led to what we all know of as stupidity and laser eye bullshit from the Bitcoin crowd, right?
I don't know, man.
Imagine this. Wait, let me make the point here. This is actually very important, that if you would have introduced that technology into ancient Rome when honor fucking mattered, when you could actually trust what someone told you, literally, that it was not something that like, say, to be a lawyer back then, there wasn't a license. You didn't have to, there were understandings you needed to be educated in how to effectively deal with the law. But it wasn't like, oh, I have my degree and I went through my bar exam, and
right,
it wasn't none of that. It was essentially you were allowed to do it as long as you were known to be a trustworthy and honorable person.
Right.
And that's what mattered most.
Is the key. The known part is the key, because it was still all theatrics. It was still
bad example.
Still, there were definitely that.
I got to push back, Joe, on that. To say that is to say that law doesn't matter.
Law doesn't matter.
I think that it would have stopped a lot of those people, because nowadays consequences stop us from doing certain things. So there would be a lot less. Yes, bad people would still want to do bad things. They would still scheme, but if they know it's so much harder to try, a lot of it's not going to happen, and a lot of it's not going to be.
I just think
I don't know. Maybe you misunderstand. I think it might have been much more positive to have gotten it back then, because compared to now,
our system's technically all about honor and integrity too.
Well, just imagine if the stuff that's going on today happened 25 years ago. If it was like we just snapped our finger, people would be so pissed, because there was more honor, there was more demand for accountability from your own government. It was different. Just Pelosi with her stocks, and just that one little tiny thing, it would be called out. It wouldn't be accepted. So much is just
Gary Hart having not his wife sitting on his lap on a boat would get
one picture, and like, I'm out of the race.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I think you would have been. I think we've been trying to bring blockchain technology to the empire about the same time you bring in the technology to this empire. And I think that the effect would be the same. I think you would have elite resistance against the implementation of it in a way that actually reversed course on the danger. And they would probably take it on like a sheen, and it might sustain things for longer, because it would keep people's hope alive for a bit longer. And in the whole credit experiment that was an empire could continue. Right? Because empires are all experiments in credit creation. Every last one.
Let me push back against that a little bit. Back then, they didn't come and arrest you at your house. If you wanted somebody arrested, you had to bring them to court yourself.
Yep.
Nowadays,
they
arrest you. They don't even knock on the door.
I'm guessing that it operated similarly. I'm guessing that wealth coordinated the exercise of that kind of power.
Yeah.
And your connections probably mattered too, because if the emperor was pissed off and the Praetorian came, that was it probably had a lot more to do with client politics than anything. It was a lot more like lobbying than people realized.
Makes sense.
All right, who else needs to answer?
Hey man, it's my question. I'm listening to all y'all's answer.
Hey, Lisa says it's John McAfee's birthday. Yeah.
Actually,
happy birthday.
I'll throw in another question to this, considering it's John McAfee's birthday. would
I think the
somebody
bottom.
like
Go ahead.
somebody like John McAfee would he still be alive today in an era of Rome with the blockchain?
I think
Yeah.
so. I think he would have been more respected by the masses instead of just the small group like us.
Could it
Because
be
the
because the
masses-
I think he would have been
blockchain?
thrown to the lions, man.
I think he would have been. I think he would be alive today if it was 25 years ago. Like I said.
At the same time, he probably would have risen to some level of
Right before they threw him to the lions.
authority in Rome and been killed anyway, in some similar way, right? I mean, he might have become rich and just
God, you
been
become so jaded, man.
Yeah, I mean that's the way that stuff works. Now it depends too. Under very many period, you're talking about thousands of years. So if he came in during the Roman Republic, or even during with the kings period, or maybe even when Aeneas was around, who knows, right?
Right, if they were there at the founding.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Might have been a different thing. That might have been a different way to look at it. So, okay. Next is mine. Which coin? This is Joe Dragon. Which coin in Roman times?
I didn't answer the other question, but it's okay.
Oh, you go ahead. I thought you.
I agree with the bottom thing. If blockchain existed in Rome, I think transparency, and it's like you mentioned, Joe, the culture and ideology of the time would have discouraged a lot. I think it would have changed a lot. I think it really would have.
So I mean, a real question with that would Sam Bankman-Fried be pardoned, as he probably will be here?
He would have been pardoned.
No, he would
be hanging in
Yeah,
the street.
pardoned him. They'd have pardoned him into.
He would be pardoned,
parts,
but to Andrew's point, he would be hanging in the street.
World.
Well, because the elites would have been the only people who had the right to vote in the forum anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to the original question that Darox put about Christianity, and to imply this second question, I'm gonna go with Sean. Like, I think the blockchain and its transparency, its decentralization, hopefully, unless it gets hijacked, would allow for more moralistic Christian values to expand. So I think there would be more of a discouraged immoral behavior occurring as the empire begins to decline. And that would probably hold on to the empire a little bit longer.
I agree.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it would prolong it.
Yeah, it should be a good thing. I think positive for the world. Okay,
maybe,
my question:
maybe the best thing for it to do is end.
Which coin in Roman times would most resemble that of, or be the equivalent of, Bitcoin and USD? This is maybe a little simple, but I wanted to throw a question in there. Sean, what would be the dollar coin?
See, I'm thinking like you and Greg. It's like we would start out at BTC, and the bad guys would try to push us more towards CBDCs and USD.
Yeah. Yep. Greg.
That's my answer.
Okay. All right. Zach.
What coin in Roman times would most resemble that of Bitcoin, US dollar, etc.? I believe that Dentacoin would make a comeback. Dentacoin would win, and Dentacoin would basically tell the elites to fuck off, because Dentacoin needs to make a comeback.
Were there dentists then?
Yes, there were. There were dentists then.
You've got the foundation for Dentacoin, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they probably wouldn't even the health would have been improved, right? Because everybody knows so many of the health issues relate to the dental. So Andrew.
It's true.
I mean, Zach took my Dentacoin, so I don't know.
Yeah,
it's Frick Flair Wu coin.
Very good.
Woo!
Very good. And you know what? And I always forget about Dentacoin, and that's why I'm not successful yet. So anyway,
but imagine if Bitcoin was there at the beginning. Imagine if Bitcoin, instead of 2008, it was like before the meeting on Jekyll Island. Imagine it side by side competing with Federal Reserve paper money. It would be a much different to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The funny thing, the really funny thing too, to go back to it, is imagine if you didn't even need you didn't even need Bitcoin to compete against the Federal Reserve. If people had honor and integrity, and they wouldn't have put through a Christmas break vote, you wouldn't have had this evil period in history where there's unlimited money, unlimited war, unlimited death, unlimited blood sacrifice everywhere you freaking look. That's why, right? Let's see if I can find, if Google will let me find my meme.
Consider if not this process is actually beneficial to humanity. If Rome hadn't fallen, would we have had a Renaissance and an Enlightenment, or would things have stagnated for longer? Right.
I don't think we would need it, because I think that we would have the Enlightenment and the Renaissance right then and there, because all the Renaissance was just reliving and reforging the ideas that came from the old classics.
But maybe the system being torn to its complete core and back into sort of natural states of interdependent order was the only reason it could reform like that to begin with. Maybe it's in the remaking
of
things that the real value gets added.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I can't even find the meme because I have the meme in here, but Google censors my own searches on my own files.
And that takes me to another question. If Rome existed with the blockchain, would Google cease to exist?
But we wouldn't. I mean, the Renaissance wouldn't have needed to happen if you didn't have the Dark Ages. So if you didn't have the Dark Ages, you wouldn't need the Renaissance. So I think Zach's kind of right on that.
Official PDFs would all be whatever.
Potentially,
I'm gonna say something that'll probably get me banned. Is that okay? If Hadrian would have been more thorough, would Rome have fallen?
I think Rome was doomed to fall.
I don't know. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. Okay, next question. And this, by the way, this is one of my favorite memes here. Gandalf. Anyway, the question: how would a DAO function in Roman society?
That'd be cool.
We would elect an emperor named William.
That's
exactly.
true.
We would elect our emperors.
This is true.
In conclave style.
Yeah.
And then they would be emperor for life.
That, by the way,
they would be endowed to the people that actually elected them.
I'm in favor of I don't know what you call it.
Real power.
An elected monarch or emperor, which can be removed at any time. So they'll remain until they do something that people think, hey, this is not what we voted for. That's what we should have.
Yeah. Which that could end up being a lifetime.
It probably would be nested, with different units of order at different levels. So you'd probably have like a local DAO for each different province, and then within the province you would have village DAOs. Right.
We do need more
to the family unit DAO.
In my opinion, we need more DAO innovation, and that's why I'm hoping that, like this with DIN becoming deplatformed, hopefully, and the smart constitution, which is trying to make it attached where needed a little more to reality or to physical world, yet flexible to, and still recognizing the culture, recognizing whatever you have to do to make something actually function.
I am gonna
DAOs.
I am gonna throw a wrench into this. If a DAO would be functional and running in a Roman society, would that eliminate the mob from any power, or would that expand the mob and make things worse?
It depends on how you implement it. It depends on how you roll stuff into society.
I was thinking expansion while we're talking.
I have an answer for this. Look at Liechtenstein. It's got a king figure, right? But he doesn't actually have any power. He's just a figurehead for people to look up to, like the king in England. They're detached from the governing process. The problem that's going on in England is that they have a centralized organization below the king who make all the decisions. You need more decentralized, regulators.
Transparent.
They don't have one airport in the entire country.
That's probably a good thing to not have an airport.
feel like the mob would run the infrastructure. Like they would end up being node runners.
If you have transparency, frankly, if you have transparency, is what is going to really matter, even more than decentralization. I think. For that, but depends. So, okay, that is the very last question. Thank you, everyone, for the questions. I want to vote on this guy, and then now we go to here. Let me see. Go to change this over. It is now. What do you call it? Current events and memes, right? So what do we want to start with? I mean, there hasn't been a lot going on in the past few weeks. So
yeah,
there has and there hasn't.
I want to say something that I think is interesting. So the other day, Kimmel was taken off the air.
It's yesterday, right?
Yes, by a private company that owns the station, that owns the show. And
Sinclair.
Everyone I know, I mean, people are been messaging me like, look what Trump did. Look what the administration did. I'm like, it's a private company. Yeah. I was like, they're all pieces of shit. It's like if it was, 4 or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was like 3% or more on the left, and they were all super leftist. Now it's like 5% or more on the right. That's who's leading. So they're completely conservative. It's like they don't care. It's just that's how corporations work. And they're like, well, I guess, but no, Trump. I was like, the government didn't do it. Well, so it's just odd how far people have been pushed. It's like us versus them. These people are bad. Everything that happens is because of this small group. I mean, to think that the Republicans run Disney, that's like nuts.
They're all distractions, Sean. None of that's all distraction stuff.
It's all distractions.
Yeah, but I mean,
until Ben Shapiro steals
people
ABC.
Are saying that to me. It's like, oh my god, it's working.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what's gonna happen is Ben Shapiro, the Daily Wire is just gonna buy out Disney and then own ABC anyway. So.
They're gonna end the woke right that way. I think that's what I hear. Anyway, I don't know how that stuff works, but
it's classic.
To them, words are merely a means to deceive humans. Anyway, whatever. I don't know if anybody likes Free Run. Free Run's a great anime.
It's
amazing. It's like beyond even anyway. Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna throw this up there. I don't have the whole thing, but in front of me here. But this blew my mind. I thought I was reading literally a joke.
That's
insane. I thought I was. It's like, yes, my love. I'm not gonna
my
be there
love
for
thing,
a little while.
And I'm like, they didn't say Riz. No weird, stupid millennial shit.
These FBI agents think that they're trying to pull us. It is so freaking pathetic. I mean, it's embarrassing is what it is. And I'm thinking the Russians and the Chinese are looking at this and it's like, oh my God, the Americans aren't this stupid, are they?
Yeah.
Right? There's no way the Americans are this.
Can you see
that? We're pretty
stupid. Intelligence agents like, hey, Biff, we got to write this. Sure, Tom. How do gay and furry people talk?
I'm not joking.
Say my love.
It sounds like a teenager writing the
British nation to revolt,
attempting to write dialogue for a romance novel. It's like, oh, how did you do it? How did you do it? And then the funniest thing to me is all of these big questions that people are asking is like, wait a minute, it's in the woods. They find it, but it's on grass here, and it's in a box. Did they bring the box out to it? Supposedly it was wrapped in a towel. Where's the towel? He changed clothes from these different angles. They cover all of that in this short dialogue. Like,
and also,
I changed my clothes.
One of the biggest things is that the roommate puts in there, how long have you been planning this?
Yes.
Which is a weird question, but also just locks it up for what's it called? Premeditation. It puts another charge on.
Was that a royal you too? How long have you been planning this? Was that like just him, or are there other people involved?
The way it reads, he's trying to pretend like he didn't know the friend, right?
I feel like that's one context.
Thing is so
There's another
ridiculous.
Take that. and I'd want to know which one it
Unbelievably
was.
ridiculous. I'm looking for it now because
If
I'm
I was
gonna read the
investigator,
whole
I'd be
damn
looking
thing
into more, you know,
in case somebody
because
hasn't
that
seen
sounds
it
like
yet.
it could be the royal you.
You need to know.
I saw it, but I
how
didn't read it.
ridiculous.
I just didn't want to get into it.
It's well, I mean, normally I don't read like that type of stuff, but I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like, okay, let's see if this is funny or not. And I still thought it was a joke after I read it. And I'll read the Harrison Smith one too that was actually was funny. Come on, guys. I have too many things bookmarked. Way too many things bookmarked here. All right, I'm gonna get it. Man. Oh, here it is. Okay, I got it. I'm going to share this. Okay. All right. So, by the way, this is a very funny meme that I threw up onto it. So, this is how I see the FBI agents. Okay. Let's see here. And I guess this is Mel. I will have left no evidence except for the note I wrote to you confessing my crime and all these text messages laying out. Anyway, after reading the note, the roommate responded, "What? You're joking, right?" So just read this, and you think these are supposedly text messages. I'm still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I got to grab my rifle still. To be honest, I'd hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you. You weren't the one who did it, right? I'm sorry. I thought they caught the person. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing.
My drop point.
I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet almost enough.
Okay, feds.
But there's one vehicle lingering. Why? Why did I do it? Yeah, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I'm able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. Right? I haven't seen anything about them finding it. How long have you been planning this? A bit over a week, I believe. That doesn't even make any sense. Even
it does make sense.
Even
no, it makes sense. It does make sense. If
I can get close to it, but there's a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept the spot, but I don't want to chance it. I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got my vehicle. This part's crazy. I'm worried that my old man, what my old man would do if he knew if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. I don't know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about Prince. I had to leave it in a bush when I changed outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find Prince. How the fuck will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. I mean, it's like they get all the points that people were calling out. Wait a minute. Where's the towel? I was like,
also, look at every, right. I mean, there's perfect punctuation.
This one.
Every line.
Perfect. Too perfect.
Yes, I am, comma.
Last.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. With the commas and everything else. This last paragraph kills me. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The fucking messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notices bulge you on Fox News, I might have a stroke. All right, I'm going to have to leave it. That really fucking sucks. It's like, remember how I was engraving bullets?
And you didn't ask about it?
Now I'm going to do another. I'm going to do another crazy one. If you show the picture of the dude that they have when they had him, and then do a picture of Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh yeah,
same expression.
Yeah,
same expression, same facial expression.
Yep.
It's
totally. It's a patsy, and it's ridiculous.
It's all patsy. Yeah,
it's really ridiculous. Here I'm gonna...
or it's not a patsy. It's MK Ultra Manchurian Candidate shit.
Right,
and he did do it,
executed,
but it's all
And I really doubt that.
Speaking of that, I had something I wanted to bring up.
Yes.
Did you see? It's a group called 50 States.
Oh my God. Israel. Yeah. I'll see if I can't pull that up. Total trash.
That was nuts to me.
Yep.
And that they're all over there, and there's like a bunch of.
We also need to pull up the video of Elon Musk inciting the British people to revolt.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty funny.
Also, I will add, it isn't during the blood sacrifices to Moloch. Don't they have to take threes? So you have the girl from Ukraine and North Carolina, then you have Charlie Kirk,
Yikes.
and then you have Robert Redford who died. Man,
Oh,
I'm kind
is
of
that
sad
why?
on that one. Yeah.
He was.
Albeit he was 89 years old, but
Yeah. You know, he lived his.
Well, and there's
I
all the
hadn't seen
cases that
him
don't get reported
until
on.
like when I saw the latest picture of him. I was like, whoa! I had no idea he had gotten
yeah.
that old.
Well, I
Let's
think he
see.
had. I think he.
Still looking.
I
Trying to
I
find
think
it.
he had polio.
There's another even older weird one that's pretty recent, where another
Mhm.
case where somebody on the left committed political violence, but it was against someone on the left. So they just didn't talk about it.
Mm.
Patel testifying in front of Congress that there is no there's no credible evidence that Epstein trafficked anyone
That was
other
good
than
theater, though, wasn't it?
himself. Is
Great
I
theater.
totally believe that.
Yeah. Great theater.
Giving
DEI.
shit.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case though, Cash, I'm gonna talk to Cash right here. He's not watching. And Epstein didn't traffic to anybody, then why is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison for trafficking to nobody?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. It's
What if
it's
she just
trash.
trafficked to Jeffrey? Then
It's
she
all
was
trash.
just
It's
As
a
soon as he
pile of
started
stuff.
doing it,
We're the only two bad people.
It converted into
He's
aiding
dead.
the
She's
national
locked up.
security
Everything's
by
everything's
running a
done.
honeypot.
Now this one's funny.
Pretty
Can I
much.
give you this one? This one actually. This is from Harrison Smith, the dude. I think he's InfoWars.
There were
I'd never
victims on
seen
the
him before.
marks.
That called out, and I'll show you in a second here. He called
And
out.
clients on the marks.
He was the first one a month ago, or a month before the assassination, to say that Charlie Kirk was afraid of being killed by them.
Yeah.
He said specifically when he was talking to someone, he thought that these people that were Zionist influencers were afraid of losing their platforms if they went against Israel. And the contact told him, no, he's afraid they're going to kill him. And he's like, whoa, that's not what I was, meaning. And so he posted about it. And now, a lot of people, and he's had some interesting stuff. Well, he posted this, that's funny. 2 high-ranking officers monitoring several screens displaying charts of data. This is how it went down. Officer 1, what does the Palantir real-time quantum AI analysis say? What's that sound? 2, everything proceeding
my
as
tummy.
predicted. Sorry, man. Sir, emotions are spiking all-time high. Shock and horror mostly. Okay, we'll have to move to the next phase before it all turns into outrage. One last time, let's run the simulation analysis on what happens when we blame the Groypers. Fine, but we've run this test a million times. It's a sure thing. He types a few things into the machine and hits a button labeled Run Simulation. Informational graphics scroll across the screen, probably are on their face when they're showing them. When suddenly the data changes, changing from green to red, and an alarm begins to ring. What's happening? Something's wrong. There's a disturbance. What is it? It cascades. There's disturbance, something minor, but it cascades invariably to catastrophic failure. What is it? A single X post. Some guy in Texas says Charlie Kirk was afraid Israel would kill him. So what? Can't we call him anti-Semitic? We knew some people would blame us no matter how far-fetched it is. But he said it a month ago. What? He just guessed it? It's like, no, it wasn't a guess. He says he has a source, and he's in a position for that to be true. And get this, someone responded to him. If it was Israel, they would shoot Charlie Kirk during one of his public events and blame it on the Groypers. And so next, what the fuck? Delete those tweets. I can't. I mean, they've already screenshotted them. Censorship would only increase the spread. The AI, ran all these possibilities. No matter how we try, Israel takes the blame, and support in America collapses across the board. Nick Fuentes becomes president. It's like, well, what do? We're too far in. Somebody's got to be blamed. Typing furiously. Looks like we can just squeak by if we run the trans furry Redditor Patsy protocol. All that takes is planting a couple of text messages, spoofing up some Discord chats, and bribing a guy $1 million. Okay, and we still get away with it scot-free? Do we still cause the right to destroy itself while simultaneously setting the precedent for crushing speech laws from the left? The only way to achieve total mission success would require Candace Owens to stay quiet. Shit. 0% probability. We're going to have to abandon some of our higher level goals just to maintain plausible deniability. Damn it. What if we kill someone? There's got to be someone to kill. He lashes out in rage, smashing his fist on the wall, burying his face in his arm. Officer 2 approaches him and gently hugs his shoulders. There, Bubby. We can't solve all our problems by murdering. It's just like, if I could just kill everyone, shh. They begin to make out.
God.
That is the funniest sequence. The funniest sequence that's been. I mean, and it's.
Oh, we gotta love LLMs.
And speaking of AI and what we were just talking about, everything I've seen, every person that ran those texts through AI, every AI has said, "Oh, obviously that's fake. People don't talk that way in text. That's not a real text."
Yeah. It's like that.
No, this is good satire.
Thing is fake. Anyway, it's really crazy.
It's a big one. This is something I think is huge. That Pam Bondi and the administration are coming out talking about hate speech, and we should arrest people for hate speech.
Ugh.
And all. That's bad.
It's pretty stupid.
It's dumb, is what it is.
I mean, I know don't let any good crisis go unused, but they're
still,
using this.
Doesn't it make it look like they're obviously tightening the noose? Because it does to me.
Yeah, the only reason she's in there is because they were afraid of what's his name? They ran a.
Oh, right. No, they're like, let's take advantage of the fear.
Well, they're building towards a push. To put them towards
They've always got these plans.
I disagree on that.
Just waiting for a fear moment.
I think if they don't have Bondi was like she fell into their lap. Like, this is perfect. But Matt Gaetz, they would have been able to turn him.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no doubt.
They would have been
Probably
easily.
I think Gates they got to kill.
There's some here. Oh, the Sam Hyde. This is you stuff.
Yeah.
I've never watched a full episode of his until that one. It was actually really good.
I never watch him either because he's just kind of just like a line of annoying and But
I watched this one. It's actually
I watched the
really
beginning
good.
of it and I was like, whoa, wow, that's.
No, it's the whole thing was. I watched it all the way through. It was like all of even the two dudes that are with him there that sometimes they will say annoying stuff or just kind of interrupt or whatever. But it was actually really, really good. So, and I think important right now. So it's worth watching. Trying to get people I know to watch it. Man, Marxism. What else? I mean, like I don't control these memes. I
want to tell you guys something because I want to give you a laugh. Go back one. I want to give you a laugh. I've been thinking about this.
This one?
And I wanted to tell you this story. Yeah. Okay. So when I was growing up, my mom taught me, about everything. And about communism, everybody talked about how Marx was a terrible person, Lenin's a terrible person. And I didn't understand. And I felt really guilty because I liked him. I liked Marx. And
Richard Marx, the musician?
I'm much fucking older than that. So I didn't want to, say it because like my grandfather, he pissed it. Everyone's like, because they really hate this guy. And I really liked him.
Why'd you like him?
Everyone, and then, I'm like, why you hate him? It's like, oh, that motherfucker is there. I was like, don't you like his mustache at least? Hey, it's a funny mustache. And they're like, no, right. So then someone says it's like Karl Marx. And I was like, oh, I kind of like all the brothers, but Groucho is my favorite. I was like, 5. Everyone thought it was the funniest thing in the world. But I literally thought for like the first 7 years of my life that Karl Marx was one of the Marx brothers and was really,
Day at the Races. What, a Duck Soup? Was that another one?
Duck Soup.
Duck Soup's good. Day at the Races. I will tell you, what's the word? I prefer Laurel and Hardy. I still do, even over Three Stooges. Laurel and Hardy had better, more subtle humor. I like it. Anyway, Marx Brothers is good though. There's some really funny stuff in there.
Abbott and Costello were good.
Abbott and Costello was my favorite. Laurel and Hardy was good.
Yep.
But
if
I
you're
love
talking
that.
If you're talking about
that Mel Brooks movie
mediums
about
today,
Robin Hood, they squeeze in a reference to
comedians today, and I think I would vote for Sam Hyde for president.
Dude, Zach just said Penn Teller. Look at Sam Hyde. Is that not Penn?
Yeah,
That's definitely Penn.
yeah. I do like Penn Teller too. I've been a big Penn and Teller fan forever. I watched when they had that PBS special, and they let you record the thing at the end and do the magic trick against your family. That was just, those guys are awesome, really awesome.
They're ahead of their time. Remember they made that movie and it bombed?
Which movie? I don't remember.
Yeah, they made a movie.
They were in
big movie.
The
And
movie.
it-
You remember 80s movies? They were in The Chauffeur. You remember that movie?
Nope.
They
remember
they
it at all.
played a I think it was Penn played a con man who got into the show the limousine with an Arab sheikh, and he basically shows the sheikh a good time, and then he's trying to steal the sheikh's ring, and at the very end of it, the sheikh gives him the ring. You know, it's expensive. Anyway, it's just silly. But I remember that because it's Penn and Teller, because they're awesome.
It was called Penn and Teller Get Killed. Came out in '89.
No way. That's,
Yeah, you haven't seen it?
It's nuts.
It's
I don't think I have. That's awesome.
It is quite avant-garde. I remember seeing it as a youngster.
That is, yeah, really. As a youngster, what time did it come out? What year?
'89.
89. Well, I guess that would do it. 89. Yep.
It's right up there with
this
High
one's
Strung
funny.
in the
This
VHS
one's funny.
catalog of things nobody remembers.
I wish I was nicer to Charlie. Today I found out I'm not a very good person. So there's a new future ahead of all of us. Lead by Charlie. It's an example of how to do things better. Your posts today have touched me. Thank you. I'm actually going to be more anti-Semitic, actually. Never mind this. I was like, man, that's just funny. Good humor.
Guys, we should totally play the Elon Incites Revolt video. It's pretty wild.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I do know that he's like a white nationalist for Europe, but over here he wants.
No, seriously, you got to play the video.
He wants
I put it in private chat. It's pretty funny.
1 second.
Your Dragon King has spoken.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
All those noises were coming from Joe, and now he's letting out a huge fart.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, now I feel better. Okay.
We know.
Jeez. Anyway, no, sorry, I had to give something to somebody. All right. More memes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, this one's a good one. You have to be careful where you share it. I don't know if you have the link to that. I can.
It's in the private chat.
Okay. All right. Let me pull
If
it
you
up.
want, I can share it from mine.
Actually,
This
if
is
you
where,
can share it with audio, because I would have to undo and redo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm.
A second.
Oh boy, this one's crazy. Who did they deport, Michael? Zach's gonna like that one, I think. That one's there for Zach, and yet I can't see his face. So
This one's 15 minutes long. So just a second.
yeah, we don't have 15 minutes, guys. We don't have enough time to show that.
Who opened the gate to Toledo?
Only
Let
one.
me know when you're ready.
And when did the Golden Age start in Spain?
Post the
1492.
Yeah, 1492.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and what else happened in 1492? Anyway, all right. So you want me to show that? Is it really 15 minutes?
Oh,
You can
Yeah.
skip the end. The ending part of it is the important part.
Okay. I have to
If
pull
we're
this
talking
one off,
the
put
Elon
this
Musk
one
thing.
on. All right.
Israel did it.
Right at
I
the very
mean-
end.
The end. Close to the end.
Yeah, close to
Okay.
the end. That's like go back a little bit. Just a little bit.
Right there.
Right there. Yeah, I think that should be good.
Cool.
Turn is awake. Thanks to you, Elon. Thanks to your input.
Can you turn it up?
Thanks to you, Tommy.
Thank you, brother. Can we ask what do you see as the future of the UK and Europe in your vision? Where are we heading? What's the future like for us?
Well, I think there needs to be a future where the people take charge, where there's deregulation, a massive reduction in bureaucracy, and generally a new hope. where people look forward, wake up in the morning, look forward to the future. They're excited about what's going to happen next. But we must have revolutionary government change for that to occur. And this is not ordinary course of business sort of stuff. This really requires everyone to sort of marshal the people, so to take charge, reform the government, and make sure that you actually have a government that is for the people, by the people. And that's essential. And that's not, and so we're really at a fork in the road here. We're at a fork in the road to darkness or greatness. And that will be decided only in a matter of years. And we must take the path to greatness. And that's the path that's exciting and inspiring and will make life worth living.
Elon, you've done more than anyone to shine a torch on the crimes committed against the generation of our daughters. On behalf of everyone and on behalf of all of us in Great Britain, you know what? We wouldn't even be in the fight. Not only are we in the fight right now, but we're on the advance. Thanks to free speech being fought for us by Elon Musk. We're very grateful, sir.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Was that the right part?
No, it was a little bit earlier actually. It's like right before that.
But I want to flood your country with Indians with HB.
No,
that's only America. That's what I'm saying.
But you heard the call for revolutionary change in government.
Yeah,
he actually in an earlier scene said you have to fight back before they kill you.
For some reason, over there,
he phrased it.
Over there, he's all for essentially white nationalism and basically free speech and good things. Over here, he wants H-1Bs. He wants Indians to come in and take all the jobs.
Well, I think it looks like
I don't
a lot
get
like
it.
the State Department.
Other than the fact that
it's a lot like Color Revolution played out the other way to a certain
Tommy degree. Also, I didn't know until recent years that he's Mossad. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't trust with him. There's they're trying to play all types of weird, stupid games over there. So anyway, whatever.
It's hard to tell, and like honestly, with the Elon thing, he's playing the politics on both sides of the pond.
Yeah. Yep.
So he knows where their issue is over there, and it's all benefit, obviously, for his businesses.
Yeah, but it does read a little bit like State Department style diplomacy to nations we had color revolutions in, doesn't it?
Yep,
it does.
Because it looks like the United States may be taking advantage of Britain's weakness here and sending Elon Musk to throw some punches on behalf of state.
And is it an irony or a coincidence that this Tommy Robinson, that's his name, right? Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
His large scale protest came a day after Kirk's assassination.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting.
Plot for season next point. The next.
I mean, he mentions it in the like if you watch the whole 15 minutes, he gets into Charlie Kirk being shot as a reason why these people are going to come kill you if you don't fight back, British people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an unfair
he's got a point. It's not. Yeah, he's not wrong. But who are going to come get you?
Yeah, and the question is, are we under the same threat here and ignoring it?
Mm-hmm.
On that Elon, he also said they need deregulation, less bureaucracy, and A New Hope, which were the original Star Wars trilogy names, and they just ended, with New Hope, but they changed it too.
It's kind of funny.
Sam Hyde is so based.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, one way you can think about this, maybe, is that if all these people were in charge here, that they'd be rounding people like us up into the boxcars, right? Just for having opinions.
Yeah. Yep. All that matters is the calendar on something like that. So
yeah.
Keep an eye out for this. This might actually be real.
Yeah. Did you see Netflix announce that what is it, the Duke of Sweden, and it's played by a black guy? It's like
really?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Man, hey, I want to ask you guys about this. This is the thing that most blew my mind. The patsy, the self-declared. He told the cops he did it. He was shoot me. First of all, he's this Ashkenazi Jewish guy. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know how many of those there are in Utah. That they also
Evidently
said
quite a lot.
there were like a dozen known operatives from Belgium in the audience there, which is kind of crazy. But then this guy also was interviewed that he witnessed firsthand the 9/11, that he was there to be interviewed, that he was arrested for calling in a bomb threat after the Boston Marathon massacre bombing.
Yeah.
So it's just odd, is it not? So okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
little bit
some
like
It
the
is.
Forrest
Reddit
Gump of showing up in
got him, and
historical
he
footage.
somehow got
in
this
this
guy
respect.
in there to. It's like it's obvious it's something.
So
Oh,
hold
no,
on.
it's
You mean to
clearly
tell
done.
me? You mean to tell me that Alex Jones is right and there are crisis actors? He was just wrong on his scenario,
Yeah, maybe.
Or just not focusing on that scenario.
or just not focusing? Because I mean,
He was
is
just having
military
an off
intelligence.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
he
so
needs to go to concentration camp. Clearly.
so crazy.
It,
Jackson
it, it,
Hinkle,
it, it is odd, and that goes to the point where there are definitely influences in our government that are of a tiny little nation, and that's the proof right there. This guy was a patsy of a patsy up on a patsy. They're
Also,
trying to. They're
Vin,
in overdrive. They're in
Vin,
overdrive to
isn't that
cover up.
new, like different tobacco thing that Tucker Carlson and all those
Oh,
people
yeah.
on?
Looks like an interesting way to promote that.
Holy shit, Robbie! Stop chewing the Zen. It's a psyop.
well, and we got Shapiro, man. I'm like, there's so
Is
much
that
stuff.
real or is that AI?
That's real.
I think it's
That's
AI.
real. Yeah.
No, that's real.
The whole guy
actually
could be
real.
AI for all we
Yeah,
know.
I think they just cut it for
Right.
something. I don't know why he did this. He
That's
probably,
like that Kenneth Copeland clip. Jeez.
yeah, no joke. That is creepy. That dude is creepy. You know. Wow.
It's a funny
yeah,
use of
just
those
for
leaves,
the-
though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody told me what those were. I can't remember what kind they are. They're like some type of. I'm not gonna play a couple of these things, man. I don't know if you guys talked about the little Scottish girl. I think she was Scottish.
Which one?
Yeah, we
Which
did.
one, Western man?
Yeah.
We know something crazy. I want to just throw this out there. A week ago, Lee, I said something about the Scottish girl, and you know what he said?
What's that?
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Really?
He had not heard one thing about her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it's like, dude. You're messing with me. You're taking a piss. You're having a laugh. You're doing all that shit. He's like, no, what are you talking? And then he started looking it up, and he's like, what the? Oh, what happened here? Oh yeah, happened. What?
That reminds me
I
so much of what it was like to
fathom
be in the United States during COVID. What that happened was all the time.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That was crazy. You pretty much had to watch 4chan back then to know what the hell was up. So
Mhm.
now
Zero
X
did a
is
pretty
taking.
pretty good job.
Yeah, I think X is doing it now. So
Off Guardian was an awesome source for news back then. Actually, Off
Shout
Guardian
out
is
to
still a
Anarcha
great source
Cat,
for
John.
UK stuff.
Shout out to John Anarcha Cat. That is just amazing.
Are you guys familiar with
Hilarious.
Off Guardian?
I don't think so.
Check out Off Guardian. It's a really great source for like basically a critical look at the news from a British perspective. They poke the Guardian for not calling out stories.
How about the Mike Rogers for a day getting everybody to think, well, Trump was an informant to the FBI, or he really wasn't on the list. Anyway.
That was a very good Bernie Sanders impression.
Yes.
Almost as good as my hedonism mod.
Yeah. Yep. Man, let's see here. All right.
Bernie Sanders, you see, what was it? Who did he talk to? Where the guy was like, "Oh yeah, it was Kennedy. He's like, I don't even know what you're saying. What are you talking about? Everyone's crooked but you, right? He's like, what are you talking about?
Hey, there's a reason that the previous meme. There's a reason why Jesus prophesied the destruction of the temple.
Oh, why is that?
This exactly, yeah. What's going on today?
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, I don't know. Grover was the best Muppet.
Guy Smiley, man, I'm telling you.
Grover.
I don't
Yeah,
like.
Guy
I
Smiley.
like Oscar the
Mhm.
Grouch. Oscar the Grouch. is
Oscar's
pretty
okay,
badass.
and Cookie Monster as well. They're good. Now there's some
Oh,
like
come on, Snuffy.
Red and
Snuffy
like
is.
that. I was like, yeah, horrible characters later, right? Oh, this one's good. Trump. By the way, what the hell is up with Trump, guys? What the hell?
What do you mean?
Crazy.
Well,
It's just
are you talking about the IRS stuff?
Oh Lord.
all of it, everything,
Mhm.
everything. Oh, like they, for instance, they ask him, Charlie Cooker's your friend. How are you taking it? Whatever. And he says, I'm great. And it's like, in fact, look, we're over here building the the ballroom, and we've been trying for 150 years to build this ballroom. And then he's at the Yankee Stadium, dancing. That is like, what the hell? It's just it's tone deaf, if anything. But I can't believe he'd be so stupid.
Something kind of interesting I want to get y'all's take on is what about the Russian minister guy coming out talking about how Trump's going to, or the U.S. is going to devalue crypto, use crypto to pay off the debt, clear it out, and devalue crypto.
That's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
that's exactly. Yep.
That's what the stable coins are for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're going to sell all these U.S. Treasuries to the stablecoin providers. That's how they're going to make them meet their liquidity requirements.
Yep. Look up BB-18 demolition fuses. And what is it? They're tied to, I think, Kellogg's. The company owns a subsidiary that makes them. There's a whole bunch of really crazy stuff around this. Really crazy stuff. Anyway.
I remember there was talking several years ago about creating a $2 trillion
right now, in a way.
Yeah.
They was talking about creating a $2 trillion coin to pay off the debt. Yep. They could print it. Or they could create it. But no, I know.
What about JD Vance? I don't give a shit what you call it about them killing fishermen in a boat. As far as they know, they had no knowledge if they were actually drug. If the boat was.
They really don't.
They don't. They don't know that. That's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, let's see.
Sounds like the same shit.
Laser eyes.
And for you guys doing the Christian thing, I have some memes I think for you.
Yeah. You were sent to flip them.
I don't know why
flip those tables, damn it.
But the same old shit, honestly.
What's that?
From the whole presidency, from the whole government, like they expect.
Well, I think there's just people are hopeful.
The system is what it does.
Yep.
Whoever's running it, the system is what it does.
I mean, they're gonna need all the Indians in order to work on the AI system.
No, I do think it would be worse had we gone the other way.
I don't see race, guys. Let's see here.
Race seeing you. I don't see race.
The Grok, Mecha Hitler. This is Grok 3, so I think that was Mecha Hitler era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
That's exactly what you'd expect an LLM to do.
Yep. Well, or if you read it, that would be the answer. I think you got it right. I do believe.
Well, I mean, LLMs just reproduce the most likely, probable next string of text, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Some Roman memes. I got some Roman memes, guys. They don't usually offend anything but the Carthaginians.
Those damn Carthaginians.
This one, I don't even know what this came from. It was funny. Trump saying Epstein was a Democrat hoax, also claiming to be an FBI informant tasked with taking him down. I don't know.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Wait, isn't that from isn't that from that show about the people who were selling amphetamines in the Ozarks?
I don't know.
Probably.
Man, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Ozark, maybe. No, think of a different
Every
show.
race on Earth has a third world country except white people.
They're trying in South Africa pretty hard.
This is for you
Mm.
Texans who are on the show, and I know William's not here.
It's starting to make you wonder.
No, it's called Grease.
Perhaps apartheid in South Africa was a good thing.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
you know, I don't know.
also
not,
Ukraine.
not this.
Great.
Oh yeah,
Ukraine is definitely
Ukraine
a
as
third world
well.
country.
Mhm.
Yep. Let's see here.
Kurdistan, pretty much.
Man, I can't show some of these.
Yeah, but Kyrgyzstan's mainly Asian.
Uzbekistan.
Yep. Well, let's not forget the
Mostly
former
Turks.
the former nations absorbed by the Turks, right? Like that was a
Oh,
those
I
were
do
a lot
like
of
this
third
one.
world countries.
I do like this one, guys. This is my I don't know.
You
I think it's fun.
received plastic straws, Gulf of America, kosher Coke.
Full Cracker Barrel logo.
Oh, man.
Oh my
It's
god.
so funny. I love
What does it mean? What does it mean to be kosher Coke? Just straight up fire? Real
that's,
Coke?
Oh, no,
that's,
it's-
that's,
you get the
no,
real
that's
sugar.
just it's Mexican Coke.
Yeah,
You
it's the
just
real
can't
sugar.
call
They have a
it that.
different.
Oh,
They have a different but yeah, it's just you get real sugar, right?
Donnie,
Oh, man, I can't show that one. Oh,
fuck
this
you! I
one,
want
this
real
one's
cocaine.
Christian
None of
Yeah,
that.
no, that's the real Coke.
has no Judeo. Christian needs no Judeo. That's so
You know
funny.
that they took the cocaine out of Coca-Cola mostly because they were afraid black people could afford it.
Really? Wait, have you ever looked into the story where they, and I can't remember it, but it's very interesting that apparently Coke came about because people were essentially taking alcohol and mixing cocaine with it because there is apparently some effect of cocaine and alcohol that is something that even drug
Right.
users today don't experience. And that was very euphoric, and
Well,
that
no, it destroys
they-
your body's internal systems. But
but they essentially were trying to get, especially religious people were trying to get people off of that. So they started these. So let's just have still have the cocaine, but it was sugar instead of alcohol.
no, as I read
That's
it was
what came
mostly
with
about
cocaine.
the fact that
Coke.
that there was an emerging middle class of black people that could afford vending machine Coca-Cola, and they were afraid they were
Really?
just going to go hog wild.
Really
Yep.
Yeah.
interesting.
You know what's
that's-
interesting? So
Well,
many,
or they
of
were
the-
going to get the advantage of the cocaine that you get from cognitive boost, and all of a sudden they would be competitive at clerical jobs. Who knows? That could have been it.
So many of the
Well, I
restrictive
mean,
laws
it
that we
may-
have now and agencies were brought about originally to subdue black people's rights after the Civil
Oh,
War.
yeah.
Like
Well,
guns,
I mean,
minimum
guns
wage
and
not
everything
to-
else.
came about around the same time.
Yeah.
It was all about
Not
and,
the
marriage
marijuana
licenses
issue.
weren't a thing until
Yeah.
after that. They were originally called like
Yeah.
intermarriage licenses,
Intermediate.
and it was so that black
Mhm.
people could marry white people, or Indians could marry white people, and that's who had to get a license.
that's how it
But then
works.
the government's
Marriage
like, "Hey, man, we're controlling people and making money. Let's just make this
So
for
let's
everybody."
let's just
Same thing with
expand it.
guns.
Well,
it was like we just
it's-
had a civil war. I don't know if we want to
Yeah.
give all the people guns that were on that side. Let's pick and choose what people we allow
Right.
to buy guns.
So we're going
and
to
they can
invent the
apply.
ideas
And then it's like,
that
hey, we're
ultimately
making
power
money,
modern gun
controlling it.
control.
Let's
It's
expand it.
no different. It's no different from like the original Marijuana Tax Act. I mean, that came about out of the racial disparity within like Texas and Arizona, where they
Right,
had a large
that was the jazz tax.
Hispanic. Yeah, it was a large Hispanic. Well, yeah, you had the jazz tax
So
basically for the blacks, but you also had a large Hispanic community, and
Right.
people were afraid that they smoke. They're not.
It was
all
it was a drug
drinking
of choice for
alcohol.
this. It was a drug of
Yeah,
choice
we're
for
gonna
this emergent burgeoning labor class too.
Yeah,
It's true.
So
so
did
like
they,
all the labor was smoking weed, while all the white people, elites, were drinking alcohol. and
Right, exactly.
doing
And They, just,
cocaine.
they just wanted to make their lives a little shittier.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
cocaine instead of morphine, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
So what about the Epstein files? Like they voted those down the day
Yeah.
after the Charlie Kirk assassination.
They sealed
right?
them. They sealed them.
Yeah,
They sealed them.
they sealed them.
They like to
So-
use distractions to do stuff like that all the time.
Yeah,
Which is interesting because was Massey able to get the signatures that he was? I think he was one off.
one off. He didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
one, and
Imagine
Yeah.
that.
He mentioned to.
That never
I
happens
saw
in
the clip.
Washington.
He mentioned to Patel that because Patel was saying that there was no credible evidence that there was any trafficking, and he said, "We know that you have this in your files. We know these witnesses cooperated with you." And he named off there's this banker, that banker, this movie person. This pathetic. It's so ridiculous, so controlled. We need to get the Belgians out of power, man.
Hey, that's my bank account.
Is it?
Hey, I'm just gonna be real here. At this point, fuck them. Fuck Israel.
There's no lever anyway. It's coming. That trolley's moving forward.
Deutsche Bank's already dead. You can just kick them off the track.
The system is hollowing itself out. Honestly, you don't have to do anything. The funny thing about that thing is it's people from those banks driving the trolley too.
Yes. Yep.
And they don't have a choice because if that trolley stops moving, the whole system collapses as well.
I don't understand this one. Do you guys understand what it is about ants?
Shit,
antsy.
Ants suck though.
Ants do.
We just found out. I've been finding out how much ants suck. Actually,
I think it's talking.
Fire
I
ants
think it's
down
an
here.
anti-Israeli.
I'm in South Texas right now. Fire ants are a bitch.
Yeah, they are. They're bad.
They're crazy too.
When I had my accident and I fell and busted my knee last year, dude, I was so glad it was October because I would be dead. I would have just laid out for like an hour, man, in the parking lot. There'd be I'm just waiting for the pain to come. It's like, no, okay.
Man.
Yeah,
Well. Rappers. I don't know what this one means either. I guess I know what Tupac.
Right. Rappers are gay. Always have been. True.
Oh, did you see
that's true.
Yesterday? Russia announced that the moon landing was faked and that they have proof, and America never went there.
Oh yeah.
Just interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sounds silly.
Yep.
I don't know how you can watch like a modern SpaceX launch and not just realize that we can do this stuff.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great?
I'm of the speaking of rabbit holes. I'm of the conclusion with how the Diddy story has unraveled and Epstein and Israel and all that. I'm of the persuasion that Tupac may have been murdered by Mossad.
Who's throwing that food? Them or the people that are out of frame in that one?
Hamas is throwing it away.
Are they catching it or are they throwing
it? Hamas is throwing it away.
Yeah. Hamas is throwing it away, yeah.
No, it's not. They're trying to get it. That's silly. Here, this one is a great one. This one is a great one.
That's very, very.
Well, I mean, except for the laws themselves.
Could you imagine if someone snuck in the White House and put that on the painting?
Did they have this painting? Oh God, I didn't know that.
It's huge. Didn't you see when he had the EU members over like 2 weeks ago? He had them all lined up, and then he said, "Hey, look at that!" And they all looked.
It should read, "I was saved by God to protect the status quo," and it just implies pedophiles along with everything else.
Well, this is more accurate though. So
this is more accurate. I mean, it's more.
This is more precise. It actually leaves out a bunch of stuff he's also protecting.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. But in the main point they're trying to make, though,
they're all pedophiles.
Right. No, I know exactly. But we need like 15 versions of that sign.
Oh, Japan. Japan. That was very interesting. There's still some honor left, and their prime minister had to resign because he was trying to push something that they didn't want. That's very interesting. Yes. On the
people from India, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And Africa and all over. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You can look at who's doing it. It's kind of crazy. It's the same damn thing. Always.
You mean Japan doesn't want to import the third world?
Yep. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, and that's why I thought this meme was actually pretty funny. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Anyway, I don't want to be too much though. So, let's see here. Let's see. Oh yeah, social credit systems. I don't know if there's just too much to happen. So Sorry, it's hard with the current events, I think. Right.
On a little bit different side of the Epstein thing, you know that Congress is voting to lower the age from 16 to 14 to try minors as adults.
Really?
But they're not
Yeah,
trying to abuse 14-year-olds.
About that.
Yeah.
It's probably so that they can't. They probably want
Sounds par for the course. It sounds like
tie
something
it
the
together
government
to
would
the age
do.
of consent when they do that as well. It's probably what they're wanting.
This sounds exactly like what the government would do. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
This one I thought this was funny.
It's just not different. This is MAGA's a hope.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
He's not
Even
wrong.
when I first learned what HOAs were, I was like a teenager, and I said, "Oh, well, that's unconstitutional. That can't exist. That's not real." And I don't understand how that can be a thing.
Oh,
Is it though? I mean, they are technically private.
Yeah, but they can tell you what to do with your
Technically.
private property, and you can, you know what I mean? And you can just, well, I don't want to be. It's a club or a group. It's a private organization, and you just say, I don't want to be in your private organization, and it's not like that.
What do you? Yeah.
No,
So
no, you move into the area. They shouldn't, like, if you move into the area, you should be able to join if you want.
Yeah, and shouldn't there be a termination clause in whatever contract that is? Like, because if I had to sign it just to buy the house, it's like, wait a minute, I'm not going to keep.
That's a little, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have to just be forced to join it because you live in that area.
I did.
Who cares? It's your house.
Actually, but that's the way it carries with the deeds, so it really you can be.
Yeah.
I did relish
that's the sad part. Yeah.
That Elon Musk had, after all of his F you in the face stuff last Christmas, Merry Christmas, he ended up having one of his Visa holders steal a bunch of code from him. I don't know where he sent it, and then dump a bunch of coin, commit fraud, and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Best and brightest. Good for you, man. That's what this came from. So anyway, I don't know if you guys watched that or not. I was like, that was so crazy. But anyway,
that's funny.
Anyway, this is Trump giving the exact opposite. It is funny. It's funny stuff. All right, I'm about out. I mean, I went a couple of weeks not being here, right? So, you know, this one's funny. 4chan stuff. This one's funny, actually. It's dumb, but it's funny. Bog dwellers and heavy drinkers. Anyway, more Trump Epstein stuff. What do we got here?
That would be more funnier if it was the AI babies. Those memes are hilarious with the babies.
Yep.
It would be funny. Would be, you know, back in the 90s, it has a 3D animated baby dancing around. It'd be Donald Trump's head on there, and I'm talking about Epstein.
Yeah.
What would be even more funny is if you just take
in the background.
Yeah, would be more funny is if you stick Donald Trump's head on the little banana. It's peanut butter jelly time, baby.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I was busy during that era, so I saw it, but I didn't understand where it came from or anything. So
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I'm pretty sure it was the throwing in of the baseball bat.
Yeah,
that took it from like okay to next level magic.
Mm-hmm. Man, this one's nuts. I don't even know who this Joyce person is. I never have seen the actual account. I just see clips from it. So it's kind of crazy, right? Anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean, welcome to Europe.
Yeah.
Moses came down.
One thing on this, did you see where they voted that
worshiping a golden calf?
Any defense contractor cannot boycott Israel? Not so.
Yes.
It was
that.
Hegedith and
it's an Apple tablet and it's a golden ox.
Brian Mast. That was the other one. Brian Mast, who is the congressperson who wears his IDF uniform into the Congress, treason, and he tried to get pushed into one of these bills, one of the military omnibus bills that was going to give the Secretary of State direct authority and ability to revoke passports of U.S. citizens. So you and I, if we, and it wasn't directly just anti-Semitism. It was if you did anything against Israel or in support of Iran or Hamas or whatever else, which could be taken as if you
anything.
You post on X.
They could expand it to mean anything.
Right.
Crazy.
Basically, if you've ever been anti-war, you've been anti-Semitic.
Pretty much.
That's a quote. See, if John were still around, that's what I want with music in the background playing, and that would be replace your Tool one. that is the outtake. If you've ever said anything against war, you've said something anti-Semitic. Oh my God!
I'm okay with being cited saying that. Actually,
I love it.
Because I really am anti-war.
I love it. That's really, and I agree totally. It's crazy, man.
It shouldn't be like that. It's a nation state fighting another nation state, or actually a nation state fighting a group of people already deprived of a nation state. But let's not talk about it like that because they don't want to talk about it in terms of cold geopolitics.
This one's
let's
but it's funny.
Yeah. Let's not talk about the fact that out of the three major militias or terrorist organizations in the 1920s and 30s, two of which became the IDF, one of which became the Likud party.
Yep. Likud.
Excuse me. I don't care.
He doesn't speak Italian, ladies and gentlemen.
That it's been long our advantage to keep that region in chaos. Put it that way.
Yep. Oh, this one's pretty good. I like this. Kash Patel. The great Kash Patel.
Deport him back to India.
Yep. Yeah, was he born here? I don't know.
Yes, he was born here.
Really?
Unless he was like really, really young when he came over.
He doesn't have to be the FBI. He could stay here. He just doesn't have to be the FBI.
No, he needs to go. He needs to go to India.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I mean, it makes sense to me.
We could deport him to Nepal.
I want to know, all you Trump supporters out there, tell me what you think of this. The most defining photo of his presidency. Do you agree?
I mean,
he's just helping out the king.
He's an old guy. He could just be helping him because he's old.
He could be.
He could.
Isn't Trump
lovers?
Probably. Isn't Trump older than Netanyahu?
I'm pretty sure he is.
I think Trump's
Maybe
older
it's
than
Photoshop,
Netanyahu.
and that was originally a picture of Melania.
Maybe.
Right.
It could be. Or maybe Melania is actually Netanyahu.
You heard it here first, folks.
Wow. Oh, this one's funny. Wakanda for pedophiles.
Netanyahu's younger. Trump's older than Netanyahu.
It's shoutable,
Oh my gosh. Woo. All right, guys, let's cut out of here. Oh, I did save a bunch of these. I didn't get to show in the past few weeks.
That's a good one.
Some of these are pretty iconic, pretty good ones.
Based.
Anyway,
Freedom.
a magical place. Okay, so let's go through here. Andrew, what is going on this week? We need to cut out.
We're going to be picking up, as far as I know, with Greg tomorrow on the Legacy Riot podcast.
Yes.
11 a.m., 10 Central.
Right on.
And that'll be fun.
Right on. Right on.
Hit me up. Hit me on the next if you need me.
Zach.
That's pretty much it. Hopefully we can get William, because we wanted to have William and Greg on, so hopefully we can get William tomorrow, but we will be back with Greg. And that's pretty much about it. Go check out Not Conscious, because last night we went live with Per Beelan, and a very interesting conversation. Always interesting when Per is on anywhere that he's on. So check out Not Conscious.
Cool.
So
I always thought it was Per Beelan. I had no idea how to pronounce that.
I always knew it was Per, but I think it might be Beelan, not Beelan, but it might be Beelan. So
what name is it?
It's Swedish.
Swedish. Oh, okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
it's Swedish.
All right. Very good. Greg.
All right, so two things. Definitely with the beleaguered and besieged British people right now, everybody should be paying attention to that, because if you want to watch how it would play out here if we had similar speech controls, it's a microcosm, and we can learn a lot about where we shouldn't go based on what happens there. Not that we will, but we can at least watch in horror as it becomes the truth here later. You know, and then the second thing is for the Law Zero piece. A new law emerges. There is within it hidden another one that I've discovered playing around with an AI model that I'm considering making.
Excellent.
And it's called the Law of Reset. So, and it's not the Great Reset; it's the individual reset, the one that happens every time we forget and
Nice.
then relearn.
Excellent.
And it may be the defining law of intelligence. So,
Excellent.
let's tune in tomorrow.
Sean.
Check me out. So Sean, me and Lisa are doing Truth Tuesday on Monday for maybe the next week or two, because she's like just super busy every Tuesday. Be excellent to each other.
Excellent. All right. And for me, get your account on Dracaria.com and follow Dracaria World. We're going to be giving away some gateway keys and stuff for the next season. The next season starts in like 2 weeks on a Wednesday. And I think it's almost exactly 2 weeks from today. And that there will be 2,500 eggs available. The last two went really fast. We went 40 minutes, and then the last season they were all gone in 30 minutes. So make sure you're there, and come in and ask questions if you need to. But we're trying to once we get through that season, we're going to have pretty much everything we need to do the real plan. So if you can come and help out, let me know if I can come on any shows to give away keys, you guys, and all the good stuff. So
you can always come on my channel. I know I can't go on Legacy Right, everyone else can, but you can always come on mine. But also I want to say happy birthday, John.
Yes, happy birthday, John McAfee. And I'll come on yours. Let me know when, if we can come on this
Wait a second. When are we getting Sean on, Andrew?
Crypto Wednesday.
Crypto Wednesday.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
I will come on your show ASAP, Sean, or you can come on mine or something. We can do something special. All right. We can talk about what's changed.
Every time we hang out is special, buddy.
This is a good point. Right on. See you guys later.
See you, Andrew. Bye. Crypto Wednesday.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best. Adaptable, raw capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.
Okay, clicking the buttons.
Click, click, click.
Goodbye.
Yeah, still got about a minute left. You guys want to say anything?
No, nice. We're still on.
That's a nice logo.
Yeah.
Later.